I'm here to win. I'm here to win.
They certainly are here to win, this Indian team. But at the moment, we're going to turn our attention to Iran versus Nepal. It's a men's semi-final, the first semi-final. India versus South Africa, needless to say, is the second semi-final at 8 p.m. in the men's category. India versus South Africa in the women's as well at 6:45. But for now, two top teams, Iran and Nepal, with a spot in the finals up for grabs. Navneet Krishna here, and I'm in the company of Munish Jolly. Munish, good evening. This should be a firecracker.
Good evening, Navneet, and good evening to all our viewers across the country and across the globe. This is, yes, the men's first semi-final. It's an all-Asian affair. Nepal versus Iran. Iran, of course, undefeated in group quarter-final. Easy victory over Kenya. But this is a tough opponent in front of them. Of course, 6:45 p.m. is the time where you can just tune in and watch the Indian women coming out against South Africa. That's the semi-final, the second women's semi-final. That's going to be a great game. Of course, the Indian women team has already arrived. They are in the warm-up arena, warming up for this big game ahead.
They just have gone from strength to strength, this Indian women's team, led by Priyanka Ingle. Yeah, lots of stars there. Nasreen Sheikh, Meenu, Anshu Kumari, Nirmala Bhati. And needless to say, the coach always has a message. There she is, the captain of India, Priyanka Ingle. She has the entire heart of the country. They will be rooting for the girls. And right after is an 8 p.m. start for India versus South Africa in the men's division. They have been absolutely sensational up until now, the men's. It all comes down to this versus South Africa in a World Cup semi-final. They want to make sure they get the job done. Pratik Waikar and the boys, they are a top team, and they certainly are. There he is, one of the stars of this team, Sachin Bargo, Ramji Kashyap, Aniket Pote, Rokisan Singh and Pratik Waikar, the captain. The fact that you're playing in front of your family, Munish, what a feeling that must be.
Great ambassadors of the game, the Indian Kho team, the men's and women. Of course, the men have laid examples. They've raised the bar each time they came out in the open. And look who's come to support them. Well then, it's one of the days where India will wire their chances. They play South Africa in the semi-finals, but at the moment, it's Iran and Nepal. We are lining up for the first men's semi-final. Live action of this great...
To all our viewers, welcome to semi-final action in the inaugural Coco World Cup. We're building up to the first semi-final in the men's category. Iran versus Nepal. Two top teams, hard to pick a winner. Take a look at the road to the semi-final for the Iranians. Good wins. They beat Kenya in the quarter-final convincingly. Ghana, South Africa, the Dutch and the Argentinians before that. Munish, so far the Iranians have had no competition whatsoever.
Very rightly said. They have a competition on the cards now, and that is the team which will pose a lot of challenges for Iran. That's Nepal. Well, they lost the first game against a champion side, India. That was a tough encounter, but easy victories against Peru, Brazil, Bhutan, and of course the quarterfinal against Bangladesh. But we are ready for the start of this game.
Okay, and it's time for the men's semi-finalists. Please welcome at first the team of Nepal!
Well, they come with a lot of aspirations to win the first World Cup. Nepal coming out in the open. The biggest challenge they faced was the first game, and after that, they found their grip on the match. They are here on a mission. Their parents are watching back home and they are playing for pride and honor. Team Nepal.
And up against him, let's please welcome the team of Iran!
We all know what India and Nepal bring to a coco mat, but goodness gracious, haven't the Iranians punched above their weight? They're a spectacular team, absolutely rapid across the mat, very athletic, very acrobatic. They will bring plenty of heat. Watch out for Team Iran.
And now, let's also welcome our dignitary, Shri Sudhanshu Mittal, President, International Kho-Kho Federation, and also Kho-Kho Federation of India.
Well, then everybody is ready for the start of this game. It's going to be a great cracker of a game. But it's time now to rise for the national anthems.
Let's all rise for the national anthem of Nepal. And now for the national anthem of Iran.
The passion of Kho-Kho all around India, all around the globe. India's game has gone global. And what passion, what aspiration. Look at the confidence of these two teams. That's just building up that fervor of the first men's semi-final.
Cannot get any bigger than this, Munish. What a stage this is. The president of the Kho-Kho Federation of India, Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, right in the center. And it's a huge occasion for a sport that has been India's treasure for a long, long time, now going global. What a moment this must be for the president himself. Who's won the toss? I think it's... Is it Iran that's won the toss? Just waiting for confirmation here.
Toss won by Nepal. Choice, defense.
Right, in fact, it's Nepal that have won the toss, and they're going to be defending first, which means it will be the Iranians in attack first. Oh, these boys from both teams, they don't hesitate. They don't hold back when it comes to the skate dives. Look at the body language of the Nepal boys, Munish. They're ready for a big battle.
Yes, they are a champion side, Nepal. Of course, they've won. They have their laurels in the Asian and the SAF games. But at the moment, eyes on Bikral, who will be playing as a Wazir, number 7. Hem Bahadur is a great player. He's performed really well. Suraj Pujara wearing the number 3 jersey. It's a strong side and it's a team, a combination of attackers and defenders. It's a great all-rounder side.
Will they be coming in as favourites in this game? Dare I say that Nepal are coming in as favourites, because the Iranians, they pack a punch all right. Take a look at the playing at 12 for Iran. It's a team that has plenty of talent all around in offense and in defense. It's going to be Iran to attack first, all in readiness.
Let themselves down on the court, but look out for number 7 Mehrab, number 1 Rasool, and of course this is one game which we are waiting for. We are all set for the start of this game. The chief referee of the game is Mr. Ashok Kumar, along with the 2 umpires Kishore Patil and S. Shure. Mr. Tarun and Mr. Mukhil are the timekeepers. And of course, the post umpires are Sandeep and Sanjeev. Iran and Nepal, men's first semi-final. Iran attacking, Nepal defending.
Just look at the intensity of this game, Munish, already. It is different. The pace of the game starts off pretty rapidly. Iran not holding back. Nepal, they just want to slow the game down by virtue of being the team in defense. Slow the game down. That's going to be the objective from the 3 Nepal defenders.
Very quick yesterday, Iran against Kenya. And of course, they were on a defensive turn first, but then that's the Wazir you're talking about. Mehrab not given by the umpires. He was celebrating already, but this is a great start by both the teams.
He's quite the start, isn't he, Mehrab, the Wazir of Iran? What a dive that was, but more importantly, the tank from his teammate came in at the right time for him to put in that dive. Proper intensity here, and you expect nothing less. That is sensational. Has that been given? Yes, it has. Hemraj will walk out.
That's the captain of Nepal. What a classy post dive that was. And what a start by Iran. Is showcasing their power and strength already, and that's the Wazir with the post dive. Unlucky, didn't get attacked.
This is real intensity. Even the short course that go from one end to the other, there's pace in that, and so there's pressure on Nepal as well. Mind you, they still have 2 defenders. It's already a minute 30, so from Nepal's point of view, job well done. Good start this. Suraj is saying there wasn't any touch on me.
Captain tagging captain. 2 points on the board for Iran. They defended yesterday against Kenya after winning the toss. Nepal winning the toss and defending. So it's changed now. And they have great defenders on the court. And watch out, number 3, Suraj Pujara. He's a quick defender. He knows, he calculates his pace, and that's very important.
You see that the Iranians, one thing they do fancy, Munish, is a post dive. We've seen so many attempts already in the 2 minutes. It's already gone past 2 minutes. There's still 2 defenders. Mind you, it might be Iran that are trying to set the pace in this game, but kudos to Nepal. They're hanging in there very well indeed.
2 minutes and 15 seconds for this batch already. They spend 3 minutes and they get 1 dream run point. 2 points for Iran at the moment, and the pace at which Iran started, they've slowed down a bit, and that's the reason. It's pressure building up.
They've gone all guns blazing, have the Iranians, but you don't want to run out of steam very early on in a big semi-final. It's all about conserving your energy and your speed for 28 minutes, a duration of a Coco game. At the moment, this is top quality from Suraj and Chanak Chand.
As the strategy goes, they'll focus on one pair, and that's number 3, Suraj Pujara. Nice dodge there. Oh, he's asking for a review already. For a moment, I thought that was a nice dodge, but then the attacker is very confident.
Now, Iran are obviously confident, but Suraj is saying there could have been a direction change. Let's take a look at whether there was a change in direction from Suraj Pujara. My apologies, from the Iranian attacker.
But that was a great clash with the post. Lost his balance, I suppose. But then this is the action that we are focusing on. Did he change his direction? If he did, the decision will go in favor of Nepal. Otherwise, Iran will earn points.
His quality. He did not place his foot on the mat, and that is why, even if
Defender is out.
there you go, excellent, fantastic acrobatics from the Iranian Parsa Nauri, and even though the body did go above 90 degrees to the left, he did not land on the mat, and that's why it goes in favor of Iran. Fine line between you going in the wrong direction versus you abiding by the rules.
And that's what the skydives are all about. That makes this game so spectacular. And Parsa now replayed as a Wazir yesterday, and he's one of the talented players. Watch out for him. He's wearing the number 11 jersey. A dream run meanwhile coming for Nepal, and that's going to continue because 30-second after every 3 minutes will find you getting one dream run point. Nepal on the verge of getting one more. This defender, number 9, Janat Chand, is a strong defender.
Look at that, how he evades Mehrab. Mehrab is possibly one of the quickest in the Iran team, but this is so good from Nepal. While all the attention have been on the aggression from Iran, Nepal have stood their own ground. They are looking so impressive in a World Cup semi-final. 330, top quality from the defenders of Nepal.
Well, another 25 seconds from here will fetch one more dream run point. And look what he's doing. He's playing around with the attackers, so that's a good contest. So what he's doing right, Navneet, he's not going to the far post where the Wazir is sitting. So he's not focusing on, or he goes there now, and he's going to fall back very sharply. Oh, that's a trap lane! Iran caught him napping!
But that wasn't before Nepal rolled the clock down by 4 minutes. At the moment, 4 minutes into the game, it most certainly is advantage Nepal, Munish. Iran, they'll be happy that they've cleaned up the first batch. They won't be happy that it's taken them 240 seconds to do that.
4 minutes is what they've spent on the mat, and they've actually destroyed any chances of a very high-scoring attacking turn for Iran. 3 more minutes to go in this turn number 1. Mind you, Nepal will come back for an attacking turn. That'll be a 7-minute turn for them.
Now there's plenty of Coco prowess when it comes to defending here in the Nepal team. Bharat Saru, Rajan Pal and Rohit Kumar Barma are the 3 next defenders. Now have a look at Bharat. He is just lightning quick, maintains a very low center of gravity, which allows him to maneuver so quickly around the attackers.
Very clever team, Nepal. They've changed all their defensive batches that played in the quarterfinal. The sequence, the combination, everything has been changed. They're targeting Bharat Saru, I suppose, wearing the number 2 jersey. Yes, they are.
Where is Mehrab? He's barely been in action. Finally gets into the action, the Wazir. He has to be one of their stars, so you want to bring him and play as much as possible. But at the moment, Nepal are dominating the semi-final.
What a split defense between number 2 and 12, Bharat Saru and Rohit Kumar. This is one of the great defending maneuvers, and what a dodge by Bharat.
I told you, you just look at the way Bharat is going around his business. He's going to be a hard fish to catch, I'll tell you that. His ability, he's got pace, and that is quality. I think there was a tag there. Yeah, he will be given out, Bharat. It needed a moment of magic. That is a skydive for the ages, and only something as brilliant as that is going to get these Nepal defenders.
Well, they're focusing now on defender number 8, which is Rajan Pal. He was almost having a vacation standing at the sidelines because the focus was on number 2 Bharat Saru, who's back into the dugout, and Rohit Kumar Barma, who's wearing the number 12 jersey.
It's excellent. 1 minute and 40 already. It's Rajan Pal, Rohit Kumar Barma. Just slowing the game down with these 2 Nepal defenders. Look at that. Also, what they're doing, Munish, is just tiring the Iranians out. They're just about flirting with them. making sure those skydives come in, but they know they're out of the reach of those skydives. Very smart from the Nepal defenders.
You know, they are the Asian Cup runners-up, the Nepal team, and they know they've done their homework well. They won the video, they've watched the videos of the Iranian team, the attackers. They know who's a pole diver, who's a skydiver, and they're just calculating their distance as well. And that's great defending by Nepal. 36 seconds from here, and they've actually destroyed Iran's planning and the chances of having a high-scoring attacking turn already.
Just like in life, flirting on a cocoa mat is also an art. This is nice. Rajan Pal just about evades the dive. Brilliant so far, Nepal. Credit to them. They're barely giving anything to the Iranians.
4 tags for Iran in this attacking turn. We are into the last 6 seconds of this attacking turn. Is that attacking? No direction change. Well defended, Nepal. They got another dream run point here.
Right at the stroke of turn 1. Nepal pick up a dream run point. What a passage of 7 minutes it's been for Nepal. They've only conceded 8 points to an attacking team with the prowess of what the Iranians have. Sensational. Has to be advantage Nepal. 1 turn into the semi-final.
It's not all about attacking. It's not all about earning points. It's about defending as well. If you want to become the best team in the world, you need to be good defenders, and that's exactly what Nepal have showcased here. There was a strong attacking side yesterday, Iran against Kenya, but here they are. A classy team, a talented team in front of them. There were some moments which looked like it's going to be a high-scoring attacking turn for Iran. Number 3, Amir Mehdi, was excellent, but the defenders just took the game away in turn 1.
If you've only conceded 8 points to a team that is attacking, you know we have done well. Absolutely sensational from Nepal. India will be in action right after this. Women's semi-final number 2. Who will face Nepal in the final? India or South Africa?
I think the home team, and India-South Africa women's second semi-final is next. And here is the team warming up in the warm-up arena. It'll be followed by the men's semi-final, but here we are moving ahead. The fervor, the excitement on Coco continues with this men's first semi-final. Iran versus Nepal. It's been a great defending turn for Nepal. Will it be a good defending turn for Iran? Only time will tell. My name is Manish. Only with me is Navneet Krishna.
You see how he was cornered there. Thanks, Manish. It was Bharat once again. He is so quick. He's got serious skills, Bharat Saru. Picks up the first tag pretty quickly. Corners the defender from Iran. Now Bharat Saru once again in action. Look at the speed these boys. Oh, smart! You thought for a second that he was going to tag someone. Went on his own, Bharat.
That's Ahad Rajailak of Iran. Goes to the free zone. Trapped and given.
Himraj it was. There is plenty of potential with this Nepal team. There's a reason why they're number 2 right behind India. India versus Nepal, should it come down to that, will be blockbuster. They have taken only 49 seconds. This is some serious heat from Nepal and pressure on Iran early on.
They're great with their defending and they're magnificent with their attacks. That was the first tag, and what a skydive it was. Parsa Nauri had no doubt how close he was. And then Ahad Rajailak tagged there by the captain. And now Iran are under serious pressure because Nepal have a 1-point lead.
And they barely started attacking. It's only been 49 seconds into this match. Or into this turn rather. Now Janak. But just look at the pace of the game, Munish. When you have 9 athletes with this kind of speed on offer, makes for great viewing. And that's what it's been over the last 6 days, the inaugural Coco World Cup. Their athletes at their very best, acrobatic.
Well, then there's some confusion going on because number 10, Ganesh, is asking for 2 points. That's been turned down by the umpires, but this is a skydive and claiming 1. He wanted to go for a dodge, Muslim Mirdad. Seems he's injured or lying on the mat, but Iran continue their attack because the game goes on until the chief referee will blow the whistle. And if he's injured, he'll be taken out very shortly. But they're focusing on number 7, which is Mehrab Moghadabaghe.
He is their best, isn't he? And he's absolutely livid that he has been tagged over there. I'm not too sure I like the fact that one of them has to be carried out of the mat, Munish. Never a good sign. I think he's in a lot of pain, and that knee doesn't look very good. In the background of your screen, you can see one of the Iranian defenders being carried outside the mat. That's not what you want to see when there's a great game of Kho Kho going on.
But full marks to the players, showcasing their skills, giving 100% with full commitment. That was number 3, Suraj Pujara, tagging number 11, Parsan Nawri. This is one game which Nepal know how to capitalize. They've defended well and they want to capitalize with their scoring now. Now 4:30 remaining in this turn 2. Nepal already have a 5-point lead. How far are they going to go?
Look at the batch time over here. 149, Munish, has been given, but much better from Iran. Close to 2 minutes against a Nepal team that attacked the way they do. Well done, Iran. They always knew they were going to be behind the 8 ball taking on this Nepal team. Aggression here. Top quality from Nepal. They're sending a message and a half if the Indian team is watching by the sidelines. Suraj was the one that got Mehrab earlier on. And then Janak, my apologies. Really setting the pace for the semi-final. And we haven't seen the best of the Wazir yet. And you know how quick he is, Munish.
Well, a team combination now. Samir scoring, Bharat, Suraj Pujara, Janak, Ved Bahadur Oli. It's a team effort from Nepal. Wrong direction. He'll have to go back. That was a nice side by Ghiasi, wearing the number 13 jersey.
He's quick. He fancies his pace. He's up against the Wazir now. He was a sitting duck. Well, he had a celebration or two in the attempt prior to that. I wonder what he has to say after that one.
You know what happened? You'll hear the dugout shouting, Wazir, Wazir. There are times when a defender does not know who's attacking. And probably he forgot that there was a Wazir and he can change directions.
Man, the intensity and the pace of this game is just unreal. When you have 9 athletes running at this kind of pace, it's hard to keep track of what's happening. Well, that's what you expect from India's very own sport. Aggression, exhilaration like no other. Oh, what sensational from Janak. A skydive, which means there's only one left, and that's Ehsan.
You know what, we are focusing on the skydives, the post dives, the chasing, but look at the coordination of Nepal. They're trapping the defenders, and that's good team play. Look, that was a great move. Knew that he's going to make a different direction. Nice pass given. Number 3, Suraj Pujara is a star player. He's quick. He's a great attacker.
Just be close to the central line. That's the one rule when you're taking on an attacking team with that kind of prowess and speed. Look at that. That's why you're going to pay the price. If you go wide of the central line, Bikral, Janak, Mehrab, my apologies, Bikral and Janak are just going to pounce on you. This is quality from Nepal.
They've wiped out 3 Iranian defense badges already. And they're just minting points here. What coordination, what teamwork. And they're quick. We're speaking about the pace of Iran. That slowed down a bit, but Nepal hasn't. They're picking up pace.
This is excellent. A 13-point lead already. You think three matches in about 4 minutes and 15 seconds isn't too bad. But the problem is it's against Nepal. Jalak once again with a skydive gets that first touch onto the Wazir. He's got serious pace, the Wazir of Nepal.
Oh, that's a great post dive. He claims one. He's asking for a review. There isn't any because they lost when they were defending. Number 12, Rohit Barma. His attempt went in vain. He's got that baton once again.
Smart change in direction there. He's keeping them busy, but not for too long. Shabani Arash kept them busy for a while, but it eventually succumbed to the pressure. Now the onus is on Amir Hossain.
What a difference of the game plan. Yesterday against Kenya, Iran was dominating with the attacks and defense. And one more tagging done. They've created an all-out Nepal against Iran. Look at the faces. The supporters of Iran are stunned.
They've got some serious heat, these boys from Nepal. You look around the team when they're attacking across the mat. There's talent all around. And there's pressure. The body language of Iran already suggesting that they're under plenty of pressure. They're behind the 8 ball. You don't want to be too far behind going into the second half of the game.
They had a 68-point victory yesterday against Kenya, the Iranians. Another tagging done, by the way. Farsan Nauri has been tagged once again. This is the badge number 1 that came out initially to defend. And now, after all out, they have to come back on the court again. 1 minute 15 remaining in turn 2.
Just unreal from Nepal. Look at how quick Bharat Sanu to Suraj to Jhalak. Unreal! Oh, I don't think he gets the tag.
But Navneet, look how fast he got up and came back to the center line for a pass. Oh, that's easy. That's easy for Jhalak BJ coming into the scoring sheets for the first time.
Better thought for Iran. They're not a bad team at all, but they're made to look pretty ordinary when you're up against a team with the quality and the prowess of Nepal. Good there, good speed on display, but he can't avoid a jumping Jhalak BK. They clean up patch number 5 with 35 on the clock.
So 2 taggings done by Jhalak in this match of Iran. And look at the scores, how far they've gone. 25-point lead, and it all started. The aggression and the commitment still on. They're maintaining their pace, and the skydives, that requires a lot of effort, and Iran are having a stiff, challenging time in the middle.
It's just about a little over half a minute left in this turn 2 here. Advantage well and certainly with Nepal. The girls already won their semi-final. Now it's the turn of the boys. Look at that. He's quite literally taunting the attacker to come his way. Moslem Mirdad.
He's jumped over a defender. And he's running, he's making circles, and he's given up. What a game, what a display.
That's the kind of excitement you want to see. Put on a show for everyone. Moslem Mirdad gets a massive ovation from everyone. But Nepal have done extremely well. That lead continues to widen, and the Iranian girls, they won't be happy looking at the scoreline. Look at Moslem Mirdad. You don't often see that on a coco mat.
Oh! But that was the most dramatic scenes that I've ever seen in a coco court. And there he was, he jumped over the defender, he was already on the ground. And just giving up in the end, ran out of steam probably. But that's how the scoreline reads. They are looking very confident, but then they'll have to come out and attack well. 35 to Nepal, 8 to Iran. We come to the half-time here. They'll get a breather here. Will they come out with a high-scoring attacking turn to Iran? Only time will tell. But at the moment, Nepal is already enjoying the music, and they look very confident.
Just some numbers for you halfway through this game. Look at how they've dominated pretty much every single parameter, particularly the running touch points. It indicates how quick they are on the mat, much faster than what Iran bring to the mat. Just a reminder that India versus South Africa in women's, the category right after, and then India versus South Africa in the men's. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. As they take to the mat against South Africa in a World Cup semi-final right after the match that we have going on at the moment. But in the first men's semi-final, Iran versus Nepal, it's Nepal that have dominated the Iranians halfway through this game. 2 turns done and dusted. It is Nepal 35, Iran 8. And Munish, if Iran want to come back and make a match of this, it's now in this turn.
Absolutely. If they don't go across 35, the game is already lost for them. Iran need to be very quick. They've surely made some plans against these defenders. At the moment, Sameer Bikral Ganesh on court. They've asking for a review. They reckon they've tagged number 10 Ganesh. That's Mr. Ashok Kumar, the chief referee of this game.
Mehrab was obviously the more confident one, suggested by the body language that he got the touch pretty comfortably on Ganesh. Ganesh didn't really give anything away. I think that's a confident touch there. And I don't see him cutting the central line as well, Munish. This should go in favour of Iran. Pretty straightforward decision.
Just a mere formality. They'll also see the landing foot, whether it's touched the centre line. No, so should be easy.
He's a confident young fellow, isn't he, Mehrab? Fancies his skills on the coco mat. He's very aggressive, takes the opposition on, even though it's a team like Nepal. Mehrab is quite the talent.
Well, then they'll have to plan out how they are going to use his energies at the moment. This is a quick run. Iran attacking well. Just running out of the yard here. Rasool, the captain, wearing the number 1 jersey. And another tagging done. So good start by Iran.
I'm not too sure if Bikral was too happy with how Sameer Chand positioned himself. And he almost came in the way of Bikral. So just a little bit of a misunderstanding between the two Nepal defenders. And they were found wanting. Oh, they're inching closer to the 1 minute mark. But a good start this from Iran. Question is, can they clean out this match?
And clean out the next ones too if they have to remain in the game, because they need to go beyond 35 what Nepal have scored, and that's sheer commitment. And that speaks about what their intentions are. Oh, this is quick! Good dodge! He claims 1. The umpire's thinking otherwise. We are going for a TV review.
And Iran do have a review, remember, because the previous review was a successful one. And you can have as many reviews until you get one that goes against you. It's a review by Iran, the attacking team.
And that was a late call. One of the arts of Coco. Nice turn, gripping the post well. No direction change, that's what we feel. But it's the touch that Rasool has claimed over Sameer Chand.
Was the direction fine, Munish? Did you feel that there was a change in direction? But we're also looking at the touch in addition to the direction. But as far as the touch goes, wow, that's close. Oh boy. Is that conclusive enough?
You know, I'm also looking at the celebrations of Rasool after he tagged. He was looking at the crowd and he started celebrating already.
Let's just leave it to the referees to take this call. It's a tough one. Oh, there you go. They will hug it out. But Iran won't be too happy because it goes in favor of Nepal and Iran lose their review.
That's what poker is all about, isn't it? Amidst all that pressure and tension, you still manage a hug with your opponents. Great spirit.
Gotta love that reaction. You gotta love the camera work. Well done. Excellent camera work to capture that reaction.
Yes, indeed, and Iran will continue chasing the Nepal defender, and that is Sameer Chand. And they need to keep the pace on. They had a little breather. That was a breather for Sameer Chand as well. But then Iran need to fire all cylinders here. No, not given. Not given. It was a late call. And nice turnaround then. So Sameer Chand is going to play around now. 1 minute and 40 seconds for this badge. And he is an intelligent defender.
Oh, great try by the post over there. Nothing so far. This is the problem. They got the first 2 tags pretty quickly, Munish. The question is, how quickly can you close out the match? This is where it gets hard for Iran. This is where Nepal will make Iran dance to their tunes.
Anybody who's watching this game, it's not all about speed. If you're a defender, it's all about your calculations, the steppings, how far you cross the center line. The Wazir comes in and he crosses the center line. That's great defending. Going on to the post, crossing. Oh, he's running straight, then now crosses the center line. So he's keeping the vigil, the eye on the attackers. Great defending.
This is so smart, absolutely brilliant from Samir Chand. He's keeping them on their toes. Mind you, the first two tags came in 30 seconds in. Mehrab is saying no, he won't get it, Mehrab. He still continues. 2 minutes and 40 seconds now, 20 seconds away, and Iran finally close it up. Quite brilliant, that lateral skydive to the left.
The Nepal supporters were hoping that they'll get a dream run point here. But what Iran have done, they've actually spoiled any chances of a dream run, and that's great attacking maneuvers. They look like a better planned attacking side in this turn, but a lot of work to do.
4 minutes still left in this turn, lots of time, but they'll need to get plenty of tags in less amount of time if they want to make a match of this. For starters, they're already trailing by 21 points, and mind you, Nepal still have a turn in attack remaining in turn 4. And you know, if you know your Coco well already, you know it's the team that's attacking that accumulates a lot of points in 7 minutes, and that's why Iran should be looking at doing exactly that if they want to come back in this game.
Out of the 35 points Nepal have scored, they have 3 dream run points and 32 attack points. Iran need to go past 35 and then build up a lead in 4 minutes and 15 seconds from here.
The short course, the quick course. Sometimes that's a strategy that does work, but you've got to make it happen really, really quickly. Nepal, Iran, they do it really quickly, the short and quick course.
They're focusing on number 4, which is Jhalak. Was a good attacker when Nepal came in to attack Iran, but then they've changed the focus now to number 11, Bed Bahadur Oli. He claims one, not given by the umpire, so the play continues.
Mehrab now, he's the one who's the aggressor. He's got some real talent, the youngster.
Nice split. This is what happens when the Wazir comes into play. The other two defenders have gone the other side. Oh, he claims a touch now. Yes, given. So well done, Wazir. Well done, Mehrab. And 2 more points will take it on to 16.
It's Mehrab again, picks up Vivash Chaudhary. But it needed lots of acceleration and a dive. Now, 29 or 19 the difference.
16 to Iran. Mind you, they need to go beyond 35 if they have to keep any chances alive of winning this game. I know even if they go beyond 35, they have to build a considerable lead. But at the moment, Nepal defenders, Jhalak wearing the number 4 t-shirt and Vivash, of course, has been sent back. Bed Bahadur are creating a lot of pressure. The faces tell you the story of Iran at the moment.
This is serious intent. And I'll be honest with you, they may be trailing by 19 points here. Oh, another dive, another touch. Mehrab is claiming it. Mehrab gets it. It's been a one-man show from Iran. What a performance from the Wazir.
Jhalak went back, goes back to the dugout. He's been sent back, and number 11, Bed Bahadur Oli. Now he's going to eat up crucial seconds for Iran. They need to tag him because after this, a weaker badge will come, which I reckon should be a weaker badge compared to this. But then it's always a strong Nepali defensive badge.
It's interesting you say weak. I don't associate weak with this Nepal team, Munish. Curious though, you can't fault the Iranians for shortage of commitment and effort. They're really giving it their all.
Change the words. A lighter dose of defense.
Yeah, but the Iranians, they put on a show. If anything, they're going to go from strength to strength in the game of Coco.
There might be people thinking, what is Iran doing? What are their attackers doing? But look at the defensive maneuvers, how planned it is. Now this is where he spoils the pace of the team. Goes half court and then comes back to the post, and he's going to stay on the other side of the court each time the Wazir gets up.
It needed the tallest Iranian to put out a massive dive, and it's a dream run. It's almost pretty much at a point of no return for Iran. because there's only a minute left in this turn, and when they come out next time around, they will be defending.
Well, they're on the verge of getting one more dream run point. Another 10 seconds will fetch them one more point. They got 3 dream run points in the first defensive turn, but then number 11, Parsa Nauri, has created a magic. Magnificent skydive, but Iran still trailing by 16 points.
Spare a thought for Mehrab. He is absolutely winded. He's given it his all, and I'll be honest with you, that's the women's team from Iran. They're watching by the sidelines. You got to feel for them, the men's and the women's team. They've given it their all, and Mehrab, 110% for commitment, for effort, and for passion. He wears his heart on his sleeve, does Mehrab, and for that you got to hand it to the Iranians. You can't do much when you're up against a far more skillful team. Credit where it's due, credit to Nepal, but it's taken a lot out of Iran, really, to put on a show, and they have in this big semi-final. Tough luck to the Iranians.
Well, they wiped out 2 batches here, and here comes the first batch of defenders in sequence. 3, 5 and 9. Suraj wearing 3, Himraj wearing 5, Janak Chand wearing 9. And they have now 42 seconds. Can they wipe out this defensive badge and claim 6 crucial points? That's going to take them closer to the lead.
It's now down to the 30 seconds remaining for Nepal to attack. They can afford to slow the pace down. Just look at how smart he is, Himraj, at the central lane. He operates just about there. He barely goes wide of the central line, Munish.
Early rise was the call on that action. And of course, speaking about Himraj Paneru, he's a good defender. Look, he's watching from the side of his shoulder. Nice turn back. Creates an 8 defensive maneuver. Forms a formation of 8, the digit. Claiming a touch, not given by the umpires up till now. They're asking for a review. The game is still moving on, and the time is up. The turn is over. Even if they get 2 points, it's Nepal who are clear winners after turn 3.
He was a bit unhappy, the Iranian, that those 2 points weren't given to him. But Nepal are already celebrating. They know they're on the verge. They're 7 minutes away from a place in a World Cup final. They're trailing by 16 points are Iran. And Iran, in fact, are going to be defending. So how do you come back and win this game? It's all but certain. And the body language on the faces of the Iranian women's team is indicative enough of how it's going to go. They've really given it their all. He'll be a mighty proud man, the president.
That's Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, along with the governor of Punjab, Gulab Chand Kataria. They ran out of ideas. They came out with a lot of promise, Iran, but Nepal had different plans. A great defending side made them struggle on the mat. They had the maneuvers which were unmatched. There were some scoring moments, but there were struggling moments too for Iran. Frustrating moments as the lead built up. It was a 27-point lead after the halftime that Iran had to cover. Well then, defending points in turn 1 and turn 2 for Nepal. 32 attack points, and that's the difference. You can see just 8 attack points in turn 1 for Iran, and that is where the damage was done. Well then, this is a big game. Women's semi-final number 2. Home team India against South Africa, followed by men's second semi-final, India versus South Africa. Stay live for World Cup. Women's second semi-final is up next, India versus South Africa. But at the moment we are focusing on this game, which Nepal has just taken away from Iran. It's a 16-point lead with them. It's the turn number 4, which is the attacking turn of Nepal. No way Iran can win this game. But the bigger question is, how far will Nepal go attacking? Will they save their stamina? Will they continue the rhythm? My name is Munish Jolly. I have Navneet Krishna with me.
Yeah, Janak Chand has already gotten that first tag. Ganesh gets tag number 2. I was just going to say that even if this bat survives 7 minutes, Munish, Iran can pick up a maximum of 9 points. But the problem is they've already lost 2 defenders in a span of 23 seconds.
Clearly the intentions of Nepal attackers clear. They will go for the maximum. Just a reminder, the Indian women's team plays South Africa. That's the next match in the offing. And what platform Nepal has set here. They've set up the pace for the remaining two semi-finals.
What a day it will be for Nepal. Just a reminder to all our viewers, it's a Saturday evening, you're tuning in after a relaxing start to your Saturday. Nepal girls have already registered their spot in the World Cup final. The boys are following suit. Janak it was who got the first tag, Ganesh BK with tag number 2, and they followed third one up pretty quickly. Suraj it was.
Well, I'll say that they've already got that all clear to land in finals. It's a mere formality. 6 minutes and 9 seconds remain, and Iran will be busy defending. Yasin Shabani Amer Hossain in batch number 2. 51 seconds is what they took to wipe the first batch of Iran. Another tagging done. That's great sporting action by Nepal.
Look at that. Suraj versus Amir Hossain. Nepal win that race.
18 seconds for the first 2 tags in this batch. Nepal are quick, they're furious, and they're excellent. That's Chalak getting the last tagging done. Shabani Arash will go back to the dugout.
That is some serious heat from this Nepal team. They're turning it on. They've just suddenly gone into overdrive in this final turn as attackers. They've been good all along. They've just gone to a whole different level in this final turn, Munish.
Reminds me how a cheetah hunts down his prey, tiring him down, and that's what Nepal is doing. Amir Mahdi Azarian, Ahad Razailak and Parsa Nauri are the 3 defenders for Iran, and the speed continues. Oh, that's a quick run. He's gone out of bounds. Yes, he has.
He went out of play. Ahad Razailak, he had so much space that he couldn't control himself and stay in bounds. But this is intensity at a whole different level from Nepal. Oh, that dive in Wayne. Rohit it was.
What pressure you create as attackers for the opponents. Iran was dominating Kenya yesterday, and Nepal dominating here today. Parsa Nauri with a good dodging maneuver there, celebrating. But then a post dive comes in. Unlucky, but that was spectacular by Suraj Pujara.
But for me, Chalak has been superb. Now the dive from Suraj. Done and dusted. One more defender. Amir Mahdi Azarian goes.
Well, Nepal's number 3 winning over Iran's number 3 in the last tag. And he's a talented player. Parsa Nauri is a good attacker. He's a good all-rounder. Defending well at the moment. Posing the challenge for the odd. Wanted to go for a dodge. Misses out. Another tagging done. 1 minute 15 seconds is what Nepal took to wipe off this match. And the difference of those expressions in the dugout speak everything about this game.
Unreal domination. Look at that. Parallel to the ground, these Nepal attackers. Quite sensational. It's a lot of what you will see. I'll have a look at that for a reaction from the Iranian defender. Not too sure he likes that. 34 points the difference with 4.5. Expect that lead to get wider and wider. Nepal at their very best.
Iran was unbeaten throughout. 4 games in league phases. They beat Kenya in quarterfinals. Nepal lost their first game against champion Indian side. Then they won the next 4. Easy quarterfinal victory for them. But at the moment, the difference between the Asian runners-up and Iran is clearly visible. Another tagging done.
Look who's in action once again. It's Merab. He's the only one who's kept Nepalese attackers at bay.
Full marks to him, the way he showed his commitment when Iran was attacking. And I'm sure as days pass by, he's going to be one of the main players of Iran. He still is, but then Iran is going to come back with a better performance, a strong side for sure.
Just look at how much he's running. Muslim Mirdad it was. It is once again, and mind you, he's the one who gave us a little bit of that theatrics in the previous turn as well when they were defending.
Just to remind that Wazir has the liberty of changing his directions. He cannot cross the centre line, but then he can move in either directions. And when you fall in front of a Wazir, there's nowhere to go.
And Munish, for me, this is the battle of the match. Mehrab versus Nepal's attackers makes for great viewing. The best defender or the best player from Iran versus an entire team of Nepalese attackers. Top quality. This is what blockbuster television is all about. Eventually succumbs to the pressure.
They tied him down, they made him run, and that's one of the classy attacking planning of a Kho team. 60 points for Nepal, it's a 40-point difference. Mehrab, 200% commitment on court, and of course he's been helped towards the dugout, but full marks to Iran. They gave their 200%, but it's the talent of Nepal's side that creates this difference. 40-point lead for Nepal at the moment, but we are left with 2 minutes and 48 seconds. It's the Wazir who can move either sides, and that was marvelously done by Bed Bahadur. Number one, Samir Chand, and an easy tagging on Mehrab. But look, that is the commitment we talk about. It's Kho that is building up all over the globe. The spirit and the enthusiasm. As I get one more enthusiastic commentator with me, Padamjeet Sherawat. Welcome aboard, Padam. 40-point lead. What a time to come again.
Lovely. Writing is more on the ball. And that is what you need to do. The Wazir is going to make you run a lot because the Wazir is the only one who can run left, run right. He's not a limited edition. He's classic.
You know what the defenders are doing? They're not letting the defenders run a lot. At times, when Iran was posting challenges, Nepal attackers came in so sharply and so furiously. Look at the planning. The Wazir comes in, he's not going, oh, that was a fake Kho. Now comes back, gives the Kho. Number 11, which is Bed Bahadur Roli. Oh, another attempt, gave it away in the end.
Yeah, Nepal is going to be a serious threat for any team that reaches the final. India's daughter, look at that in the left side of your screen. This is a sport which takes a lot out of your body. It saps you, it tires you, takes you down where you got nothing left in the tank. So keeping it in the reserve really comes in handy.
They've given one, another tagging done. So one more defender left for Iran, but we are left with 1 minute and 36 seconds. Huge lead. It's 44-point lead now for Nepal. They've already qualified for the finals. And this is one classy maneuver again.
And look at that. Whenever they fly, that's a solid try. Samir, lovely. 20 to Iran, 66 to Nepal at the moment. It's mere formalities left at the moment.
That's Mr. Gulab Chand Kataria, the Honourable Government of Punjab, enjoying every bit of this great action between two great teams. Now, the score difference does not mention about the talent Iran has, but I'm sure in the coming days they will come down as a very strong side of Asia. Iran at the moment 20, but defenders not giving up. Another tagging done. 2 more points will be added.
1 touch, 2 points. 3 players, 1 batch. 7 players take onto the mat as attackers. 6 sit, and then you have one who's always attacking.
Amin Hussain tag. Good post dive attempt there. Nice defensive maneuver by Arshad Shakari, wearing the number 9 t-shirt. And this is the free zone. Every attacker becomes a Wazir in that 1.5 meter area behind the post.
There, goes in. Quick Kho. He realizes the direction was not correct, so he comes back. Quick Kho yet again. The Wazir this time. First the fake, then the late Kho, but timely Kho. Right direction, go quick, go fast. Oh, he shouldn't have gone for the quick Kho.
Good that he did not cross the centre line where the Wazir was sitting. Now the pressure created by Nepal. He goes to the post where the Wazir is now. And Bikral, this is a cat and mouse chase. Claims one, gets one.
Brilliant. Always energy when Nepal will be attacking. 14 seconds. Just 14 seconds left here. Look at the scoreline. 52-point lead. and they are inches away from making it to the final.
Great losses teach you great lessons. I'm sure these faces, they look so committed, they're going to come back strongly. Chalak Suraj Bharat, of course, the main scorer, threw sky dives in this match, and they were spectacular. I mean, 14 sky dives, you require so much of efforts for that.
And the heart, the intent, the vigor, the jump up in the air, you are totally airborne. That's a great place to be at. Great view, perfect seat. Look at that left side there. Now this is it! Nepal has made it to the final of the men's Kho-Kho World Cup. The girls earlier made it. The boys have done it as well. They deserve it.
What a great moment for Nepal. The second Nepalese team to qualify for the World Cup final. The women's team qualified with some style, dominating the blue mat here at the IG venue. And the men team was no less 52-point victory. Iran may be dejected at the moment, but Nepal knows that they've beaten a strong team. What talent, what fervor, what spirit of Kho-Kho amongst these two teams.
Lovely, and the one thing about Nepal is that they played like a unit, cohesive unit. Sticks in a bundle are always unbreakable. 72 to them, 20. They always say strong alone, unstoppable together.
And this is the moment where both the teams, they celebrate the winners and the losers together. This is a very competitive Irani side. They showcase the talent, the fervor, the love for Kho-Kho in the first ever Kho-Kho World Cup in New Delhi. These are the moments that you'll cherish for a long, long time. These players are actually laying the foundation of this great game and great competitions of this game ahead.
The embrace, the hug, the handshake, the smile, game over. After that, it's all brotherhood, camaraderie, great spirit. This is what sport teaches you. Winning and losing, two sides of the same coin. Great participation, is it? And look at that stride. Flag flying high. Through their skydives, through their post touches, through the post dives, through the quick and the fake goes, through great bit of energy. But look at that, Iran is not far behind either. Good to see that. The dance, the move, the groove, they deserve it because they've already booked a place in the final of the World Cup Kho-Kho. Oh, the music will play on, but they know they have a job to do. Till there's the final hurdle. Girls team into the final. Boys team into the final for Nepal as well.
This is what we've seen in the past 1 week, where the losers and the winners dance together. But what a day for Nepal. They're going to remember this for a long, long time. First ever Kho-Kho World Cup. India's game. It's Nepal's victory over Iran today. And the sky dives made the difference today over Iran. Spectacular display of the post dives too. The running touch points, that made a lot of difference for Nepal over Iran.
It did, because look at that. I mean, while attacking, you were 30 more touch points as compared to your opponents. Dream run, of course, you got 4-0 from Iran. Yeah, they're conquering skills, their attacking skills, they need to get better. When you speak about the two teams, I mean, talent-wise, Nepal, because they played the game more. Means because they've been playing this sport for a very, very long time, much more than Nepal. And looking at the fitness levels that Nepal have, I think they'll come back into the same sort of rhythm as their opponents. Maybe in a couple of years, if they keep playing competitive cricket, competitive focus.
Yes, indeed. Lot of planning and lot of fitness required for this game. Nepal won the toss, came out defending. The first attacking turn for Iran fetched only 8 points. Iran got 3 dream run points when they came out attacking in turn 2. They got 32 points, creating that all-out and wiping again 3 more badges of Iran. They were dominant with their attacking. As far as the defense is concerned, in a strong attacking side like Iran, had to struggle to tag the players of Nepali team. But Nepal showcased how an attacking team works on this blue mat.
Wonderful, their skill set, their mindset, their energy, and I'm very happy, man, the president of KKF, Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, why not? This is where dreams take flight. This is where everything comes true.
And that was Mehrab as a Wazir for Iran. One of the star performers of the Iran team. Out of the 20 points that Iran earned, he made sure that he got them in a spectacular fashion. The skydives that made the difference for Nepal made the big change, and that created the lead. It's all about planning right there in the center, and Nepal lost no opportunity of tagging the defenders of Iran.
Yeah, and the great spirit about this game is that it offers everything to everybody. You always get a chance. Everyone gets a chance there. It's not that if one attacker chooses, he can attack all the time. No, you never know who will get a goal. So there is equal participation for everyone there. The moment you get to defend, it's your turn. I mean, prove your worth. If you can survive for 3 minutes, you can earn that dream run for your side. You can't say, oh, I was not used. The moment you step out of the match, you only go out when you attack. 72-20. This is it. And India versus South Africa up next. We'll slip into a short little breather. Up next is the presentation. That while attacking, nothing great coming in from Iran. And while attacking, if we talk about Nepal, 32 and 36 points. And they got one defensive point. And in the first one defensive point. The second one, overall, it was clinical display. One-sided, so to say. It was a 52-point win for Nepal. They've marched into the final. The women's team of Nepal has also marched into the final. 72-20 is the scoreline here. Quick confirmation. We've got both the teams from men's and women's from Nepal that have made it to the final. Coming up next, India versus South Africa in both women's and men's category coming up next. But before that, we have the presentation, the awards and rewards with Navneet Krishna. Let's throw over to the presentation.
A wonderful performance once again by Nepal as they make it yet again to another World Cup final here. The women's first and then the men's. It's now time for us to give away the awards. But before we get to the awards, we certainly are in esteemed company, and I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, 37th Governor of Punjab and the former Home Minister of Rajasthan, right here with us. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. And before we get to the awards, I'd like to have Mr. Gulab Chand Kataria to say a few words.
खो-खो विश्व कप 2025 के इस शुभ अवसर पर मैं सबसे पहले सुधांशु मित्तल जी, अध्यक्ष खो-खो महासंघ भारत को और इनकी टीम को बहुत बधाई देता हूं कि आपने भारतीय खेल को इस ऊंचाई तक पहुंचाने का जो प्रयत्न किया है, आने वाली पीढ़ियां आपको याद करेगी कि आपने किस प्रयत्न से इसको विश्व कप के रूप में स्थापित करने का प्रयास किया है। बहुत धन्यवाद। मैंने आपको मेरे आसाम में बोरोलैंड में जब आपने एशियन खो-खो प्रतियोगिता कराई थी, तब मुझे लगा था कि आप जिस मन से लगे हुए हो, कभी न कभी ये देश का खेल दुनिया का खेल बन जाएगा। इसके लिए आपको और आपकी टीम को और जिन्होंने ये प्रयत्न किया उन सबको मैं बहुत अपनी ओर से शुभकामनाएं और धन्यवाद देता हूं। और आप सबसे भी आग्रह करता हूं, एक बार सुधांशु मित्तल जी के ताली बजाकर भारत के इस गेम को जो हम अपनी गलियों में और गाँव में खेला करते थे, आज वो देश और दुनिया का खेल बनता जा रहा है। इसके लिए आपको बधाई। मेरे साथ मंच पर ही महेंद्र सिंह जी त्यागी, महासचिव खो-खो, वो विराजमान हैं। असलम शेर खान जी, जिन्होंने 1975 में भारत की हॉकी टीम को जिस प्रकार का सम्मान दिलाया, वो भी आज हमारे इस बीच में उपस्थित हैं। श्री प्रदीप यादव जी, आईजी पंजाब भी उपस्थित हैं। और आप सभी महानुभाव जो इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित हैं, मैं उनको भी बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आपने इस खेल में उपस्थित होकर भारत के इस खेल को दुनिया का खेल बनाने में जो सहयोग और आशीर्वाद दिया है उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं धन्यवाद करता हूं देश की उन सारी टीमों को, दुनिया की टीमों को। जैसा मुझे बताया है कि 23 देशों से यहाँ खिलाड़ी भाग लेने के लिए आए हैं। 20 पुरुषों की टीम बताई है और 19 लड़कियों की टीम बताई है। सब मिलाकर के वास्तव में 23 देशों को आपने इस प्रतियोगिता के साथ जोड़ा है। मैं सोचता हूं कि जो खेल कभी हम गांव और गलियों में खेलते थे, वो आज दुनिया के चौराहे पर एक प्रतिष्ठित खेल के रूप में जो स्थापित करने का प्रयास किया है, इसके लिए आपको वास्तव में बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मुझे वास्तव में बहुत आश्चर्य है कि आपने इस खेल को एक तरह से 6 महाद्वीप में इसको पहुंचाया है। लगभग 55 देश इस खेल को खेलने लगे हैं। हम जब खेलते थे कुछ नियम और थे, आज आपने कुछ नियमों में इस तरह से परिवर्तन किया है कि जैसे कबड्डी को देखने में आनंद आता है, वैसे खो की डाई देखने में भी आनंद आया कि किस प्रकार से। और अभी आपके सामने नेपाल और ईरान जो खेल रहा था, मैं दोनों ही खिलाड़ियों को और दोनों ही देश के लोगों को भी इस बात के लिए बधाई देता हूं कि दुनिया के 23 देशों में इसमें भाग लेकर के और भारत और दुनिया के देशों की संस्कृति को जो मिलाने का प्रयास किया। आपने एक देश के खिलाड़ी को दूसरे देश के खिलाड़ी से जिस प्रकार से आत्मीय संपर्क कराया, उसके लिए भी आप वास्तव में मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि भारत का ये खेल अति प्राचीन है। इसने हमको बहुत कुछ सिखाया है। मतलब कैसे टीम भावना से खेलेंगे तो ही जीत होगी। अकेले कितनी भी कोशिश कर लो, कभी जीत नहीं हो सकती। तो मैं सोचता हूं सामूहिकता की भावना इसमें सिखाई। एक लक्ष्य तय करने का भी बताया कि टारगेट तय किया, टारगेट को अचीव करेंगे। जीवन में संघर्ष करना सिखाया कि जीवन में संघर्ष करेंगे तो ही उपलब्धियां हासिल होगी। मतलब एक तरह से आक्रामक भी होगा और डिफेंस भी होगा, यह इस खेल से निकलता है। तो मैं सोचता हूं कि वास्तव में भारत के इस खेल को आप जिस ऊंचाई पर ले गए हो, इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और आभार ज्ञापित करता हूं। मैं दोनों ही टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को भी धन्यवाद देता हूं। आज मैं यद्यपि केवल 2 ही देशों के खिलाड़ियों को देख पाया हूं, लेकिन जो इस खेल में भाग लेने आए हैं, मैं आपके माध्यम से उन सभी देशवासियों को भी आपकी ओर से, संपूर्ण हिंदुस्तान की ओर से बधाई देता हूं कि आपने एक ऐसे खेल को इम्प्रूव करने का प्रयास किया। मैं सोचता हूं कि आसाम के जिस दिन आप वहां आए थे, मैं भी आपके साथ उपस्थित था। मुझे उससे उम्मीद नहीं थी कि कभी वर्ल्ड कप जो है ना, वो भारत में 2025 में हो जाएगा। इसके लिए वास्तव में आपको और आपकी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नेपाल के बच्चों ने जिस प्रकार का खेल दिखाया, वास्तव में मैंने भी कई वर्षों से बचपन में खेला है, लेकिन ये जो खेल की स्टाइल चेंज की है, इसमें इससे आकर्षण और बढ़ गया। और मैं सोचता हूँ बच्चों की जो कैपेसिटी बनी है, खेल उसको शारीरिक और मानसिक दृष्टि से पुष्ट करता है। इस खेल में वही भाग ले सकता है जिसका स्टेमिना हो। इस खेल में वही विजय प्राप्त कर सकता है जिसका शरीर बंधा हुआ और गठा हुआ हो। तो मैं सोचता हूँ इस खेल के माध्यम से आने वाली पीढ़ी को जो आपने संस्कार डालने का प्रयास किया है, खेल ही जीवन में भेदभाव मिटाता है। जातिवाद का अंत करना है, खेल के मैदान में उतार दो। ऊंच नीच का भेद मिटाना है, खेल के मैदान में उतार दो। अस्पृश्यता की बातें खत्म करनी है, खेल के मैदान में उतार दो। यहाँ कोई किसी को नहीं पूछेगा कि ये किसी सेठ का लड़का है या किसी सामान्य झोंपड़ी से आया है। जो अच्छा खेलता है उसके लिए सब लोग ताली बजाकर उसको आशीर्वाद देते हैं। तो वास्तव में यह जो खेल है, यह व्यक्ति को अनुशासित बनाने का प्रयास करता है। मैं आपका, सुधांशु जी, आपकी टीम का और जिन्होंने भी इस आयोजन में मदद की है आपकी, उन सबको भी, जिन राज्यों ने भी आपको आर्थिक मदद की, उनको भी मैं अपनी ओर से धन्यवाद देता हूं। और मैं सोचता हूं कि आप और आगे बढ़ें ताकि ये वास्तव में ओलंपिक का एक प्रमुख खेल के रूप में कैसे उभर करके आए, जिसके संपूर्ण दुनिया की टीमें आकर के भारत के इस खेल को, जो कभी महाराष्ट्र ने शुरू किया था, आज वो दुनिया का खेल बनता जा रहा। आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Words of encouragement from Shri Gulab Chand Kataria. Sir, thank you so much. I'd now like to have Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal honor Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, 37th Governor of Punjab, former Home Minister of Rajasthan, and words of encouragement on what has been a wonderful platform, the inaugural edition of the Kho-Kho World Cup 2025. Can we have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Wonderful to be in esteemed company here. It is semi-finals day after all. We've been witness to some great Kho-Kho, and over the next couple of hours it will be the Indian girls and boys in action. I'd now like to have Shri Gulab Chand Kataria sir to give away the awards. First up, the best attacker of the match. He was the star from the Iran team, tough luck, but Mehrab will get the award for the best attacker. Quite brilliant. The energy levels, the commitment levels from Mehrab was there for everyone to see. Tough luck, Mehrab. They were up against a top team. Time now for us to move to the next award. The best defender of the match has to be from the winning team. It has to be Suraj from Nepal, who will take the award of the best defender of the match. Nepal have booked their spot in a World Cup final. And now one final award to give away, and that is for the player of the match. Once again from Nepal. Quite brilliant, the enthusiasm and the energy levels from Janak from Nepal, as he gets the award for the player of the match. The Nepal girls in a World Cup final, now the Nepal boys in a World Cup final. I want to say a big thank you to Shri Gulab Chand Kataria. Sir, thank you so much for joining us on the podium to give away the awards. And also a big thank you to the President of the Kho-Kho Federation of India, Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal as well. It's been a wonderful platform over the last 6 days, and it all culminates tomorrow when we get ready for the two finals. Yes, that's it from the presentation. We now gear up for the two big games. For all the details, it's back to the commentary box.
We are all ready. They are ready as well. Thank you, Navneet. And we are counting down to the start of a very crucial semi-final. It is going to be India versus South Africa in the women's category, and then we're going to have India versus South Africa in the men's category as well. We are increasing pace. Why? Because pace will be offer when you come back next.